Like I said before, the Cubans have moved in additional forces, and now also the Iranians are providing assistance to the Maduro government to suppress and oppress their citizens in our hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine is dead if this is allowed to occur. Again, leadership has consequences. The lack of leadership has consequences. And I'm sure the Venezuelan people are hoping that Donald J. Trump is elected on November 5.
Yeah, we need massive, massive sanctions. We need a total shift in policy. We need support, financial support, to be supplied to the opposition. This is a disaster, a
Mark,
debacle.
I disagree. I disagree. Enough sanctions, covert action.
That's a great point. I stand corrected. Sanctions aren't going to matter at this point, but our our oil policy has got to change.
Yeah, the fact that Chevron is still pumping millions of dollars worth of oil per day, paying lobbyists in the United States to assist in the oppression of citizens in the Western Hemisphere, unacceptable. Bad on you, Chevron. Bad on you, Chevron board members.
So let's exit on this, Erik. We've been at this for a while and off leash. Clearly your words deliver a lot of impact on issues such as Venezuela. Tell us a little bit about what you've heard from people who have appreciated your calls to up the bounty and our prior discussions about Venezuela. What are you hearing from the grassroots, and how meaningful it is that we're having these conversations?
Well, I'm really kind of shocked because no other American has actually spoken on behalf of the Venezuelan people, and I've paid attention to this, and I'm particularly sensitive to the fact that you can vote in socialism, but you have to shoot your way out. And this is a perfect example, and how dangerous the siren song of socialism and Chavismo was, and how it is oppressing all the people in that country now, and how unacceptable it is.
Yeah, and we see dramatic contrasts in the region, in South America, in El Salvador, in Argentina, dramatic contrasts about what's possible when you shrink government, when you bring freedom in, when you change the economy, when you get control of these gangs, just like Bukele has done in El Salvador. What a dramatic contrast about what freedom can mean with economic prosperity and peace in these countries, right?
Freedom and rule of law versus gangsterism. It's a very, very clear contrast. Look at Cuba. Cuba continues to bleed people because they can't even buy basic commodities there. I talked to Cuban cab drivers down in Miami who send sugar by mail to their families still in Cuba because that's how much of a disaster their economy is.
Look, this is a really important topic. Things are very hot in Venezuela. Maduro is hanging on strongly with the help of Iran and Cuba. There's going to be a lot more to report on this in the coming weeks and months. The opposition needs help. People need freedom in Venezuela. And by the way, it has a direct impact on U.S. interests. Last word to you, Erik.
The last chapter is not written on the Maduro regime, but it's coming.
Yeah, outstanding. Excellent. Look, right here on Off Leash with Erik Prince, that's where you get this sort of information, this sort of insight where you're not going to get anywhere else. Don't forget to take a look at unplug.com/offleash for your unplugged phone. They're available today. You can have it shipped to you in 2 or 3 days. And join us next time on Off Leash with Erik Prince. I'm Mark Serrano.